you've never had dispute with anybody, it's a sign that the person is still extremely careful. Because if you've never had dispute with a person, it simply means you are perfect. And you are not perfect, you know. Are you perfect? You are not perfect. So I think it's expedient we speak about this in the church, because this is one of the, as far as we are alive, constantly we will have dispute. It's expedient, you know, that there must be dispute. There's no how you're going to escape it. There's no how. There's no how. As you're seated there, there must be dispute. Even for some of us now, for one or two persons, there's dispute already. There's dispute already. I want to teach you how to discern dispute and how, I'll show you something. The moment you declare that you are not for God, you don't need to declare that you are not of the devil, because you can't stand on the fence. The moment you declare that you are not of God, you don't need to declare that you are not of the devil, because you are not on the fence. You are never on the fence. So most times, the devil take advantage of dispute. Dispute. And most times, even God also use dispute. He said, come out from among them and be ye what? Separate. That's God speaking. So God take advantage of dispute. Most times, if God want to take you out of like a very, very bad background, and he knows that they are stronger than you, they are very, very stronger than you, you know what he does? He separates you. Like what God did for me was, he first of all took me somewhere. Some of you have heard my story here. I wanted to join the army. It delayed my life. I was making it. I was getting to Kaduna. I was one of the best, as in the second best in Ondo State, because I was so obsessed with being an army. I just wanted to shoot. You know? And they said the criteria was to be physically fit, and to be physically fit, one. Then the second one was to have high intellectual capacity. So I was obsessed with reading. Like I wanted to be in the army. But it never worked out. I went to Ife too. It didn't work out also. I packed my things. Before I got to Kogi. Now I understand that even in the army and the Ife would have still kept me the same way the foundation was. So if God was to retain me in the army, or retain me in the Ife right now, maybe in the army I would have been maybe 3-star or 1-star, 1 bed now. No, sorry. Or 1 bed now. No, 3-star. Maybe expecting 1 bed, maybe 2 years. Then I would still carry on the same character I was doing before. So God had to separate me from the army. I told you the vision I saw. After years of crying and crying and crying, then one day I had a dream. I saw myself in the same army uniform with the rank I would have had. And I saw myself smoking, and I saw a baby girl, as in a babe, on my lap. And I was smoking with the left hand, and I held the baby by the waist with the right hand. And I saw myself looking at myself. And the angel that spoke with me told me, say, this is what would have ended your life. That's like most of the things, let me just shift something in. Most of the things that you are going through now, the reason why you are feeling bad is because God does not explain. The day He will explain, some of you have even left church because of what you are going through. The day He will explain, you will feel stupid. So God separated me from Ife, separated me from the Nigerian army, just to take me to Kogi State and school me. And what happened to me? My background church, by the time I got to Kogi State, I didn't see it. If not, I would have continued. I didn't see it. So I had to change to this one we are now. So God also can separate you. The devil also can separate you. You know that? Ecclesiastes 4. Oh, we are coming to that. Ecclesiastes 4, we'll just read maybe 9 to 12. We are coming to that. Okay, let's read it. 9 to 12. Ecclesiastes 4, 9 to 12. Can you make it bigger? We'll read together. Just look at the table. Okay, 1 to go. 2 are better than 1. Can you read louder? Because they have good reward for their labor. That's if 2 of us work together, they'll pay us more than 1. Okay, go again. For if they fall, 1 will lift up. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him up. Go to 11. This is the one some of you used to think is nonsense. Again, if 2 lie together, then they have it. Huh? But how can 1 be warm alone? This one is not talking about what you are thinking. I know what you are thinking. But this is not talking about what you are thinking. If you read other versions, you understand what it's talking about. Go to the next verse. And if 1 prevail against him, that is if they are under attack, and 1 person come and attack 1 person, and he prevail against that 1 person, what now happen? He say, 2 shall withstand him, and the threefold cord is not quickly broken. So when a cord is 1, it can be broken. When it's 2, it can be broken. When it's 3, it's hard. When it's 2, it's harder than 1, right? Right? Okay. Where's somebody in the sanctuary? Get me a broom. 1 broom. Let's do something here. Before I begin to go deeper. Are you here or you went home? So get me the broom. Let's make it practical. So it's a threefold cord. It is hard to be broken. So 1 can be broken. 2 you can try. With 3, it becomes harder. With 3, it becomes harder. Then with the whole broom, do you understand? I will show you 4 ways I discern dispute. 4 ways I discern dispute. I didn't read it from any book. 4 ways I discern dispute. And I believe it will work for every one of us. Are you here or you went home? The first one, be neutral. Be neutral. When somebody says something to you, the first law of discernment that I use is I'm neutral. I'm neutral. Many of you must have realized that it is useless to report a person to me. Very useless. Very useless. Very useless. Very useless to report anybody to me. In case they have reported you to me, relax. Very useless. Very useless. Because as you are saying now, you say, wow, okay. And in front of you, I'll call the person and laugh. Because what you had with the person is not what I have with the person. And you cannot force your enemy on me. Are you getting it? Your enemy may be my friend. Your enemy may be my helper. So how do I discern? The first thing is I stand neutral. Are you getting it? I remain neutral so that I can see from this light and I can see from this light. Most times when you stand neutral, the truth will not hide. Most times if you are able to stand neutral, the truth will not hide. I know a man of God that his son that is supposed to, be very vibrant to him, somebody went to him and lied. And after the person lied, he did not hear from the son. He just took the side. Took the side of the person, began to act, didn't pick the call of the other because one person spoke. He wasn't neutral. Most of us would have been bitter to our parents today if they took the side of one. But they remain neutral. If you see somebody that you speak to and the person already takes side, is a baby. They may be very, very high and mighty, but they are children. You must at all time remain neutral. This is how you can discern dispute. Because it will come. Some of you are already fighting your helper. After fighting the helper from Monday till Saturday, on Sunday you are coming to pray for helper to see you. Helper will not see you. You will die as a leper. A leper is an helpless man. A man that lacks an helper is already a leper. Helpless. Helper will not see you. So you fight from Monday rather, till Saturday. Then on Sunday you are praying for helper to see you. How is helper going to see you? No helper is going to see you. Stay neutral, then you see. By the time you've been able to stay neutral, you'll be able to see. Then there are some persons, let's say in the part of correcting now, You don't need to, or trying to make relationship. That's what the Bible. Blessed are the peacemakers. Huh? If you stand as a peacemaker, what you do is you tell this person the good side of this person. Then you tell this person the good side of this person. But when you come here and begin to, the Bible calls you a mischief maker. And the reward of a mischief maker is very terrible. In fact, mischief makers always end in shame. In shame in the sense that God will find a way to settle the people, then you, the mischief maker. Some of you have been in that shoes. And it's not something you want to behold. After you have taken side, they will now settle. They will now see you coming. They will now laugh. That's a shame that God has prepared for you. Then you are now thinking, what did I do? What did I do? So don't be in the path of a mischief maker. Always be in the path of settlement. So how do you discern dispute? Instead of quarreling, be neutral. Be neutral, the first one. The second one, put yourself in the person's shoes. Put yourself in the person's shoes. This is the problem. Don't put yourself in your shoes. You're already there. But why not think, what was this person thinking? Have you ever thought, what is this person thinking? Put yourself in the person's shoes. And sometimes understand that you can be in the person's shoes. The person may not be as wise as you. Still make up excuse for them and settle. Or maybe this person is not as wise as I am. Then you settle. Put yourself in the person's shoe. So you see me after service. So this is the problem. We don't put ourselves in the people's shoe. We just keep considering what the people have said. By so doing, do you know that your helper can have bad character? You don't know. Your helper can have bad character. But if you put yourself in the person's shoes, you will understand. There's a Bible in Yoruba that says, Mawafoni wa logore. That's not the character of the carrier of the character. That's the medicine for friendship. There's some things you hear from a friend. No, it's him that says it. If it's him, just forget it. Put yourself there. Most times in disputes, by the time you put yourself in their shoes, you will realize that you are even the one hurting them, not them hurting you. So even in the church here, there are people that you say till you die, you'll never talk to. and we are all children of God. Because you've never put yourself in their shoes. Do you know sometimes when you put yourself in their shoes, you will now imagine what the person had. You were not there to explain yourself. But the person had it from somewhere. The person that the person had it from may be the one that is transferring the hate. That's what some persons do. They transfer the hate, they hide. You are busy fighting. Some people have mastered the schemings of the devil. The Bible said the devil move around seeking for whom to devour. Like a roaring lion. But you have never met him in your street. How many of you have ever met him? Because he's a master in hiding. Some people are so cunning that the fight that someone else is fighting with you and you are fighting with someone else, somebody is causing it. Someone else is causing it. Most times, by the time you put yourself in their shoes, then you begin to look around. That's when you begin to mind what you say. Because you can just say this. That's somebody who carry it. You can just say some things without the intention. How many of you are getting? How many of you can relate? This may not be what you think. There's one of my boys here. He first of all joined here. So I found a way to push him back to his church. Because the church he was attending, they were smaller than here. And to me, church is church. You should know me. If I care about how you see me, I will not even dress the way I'm dressing. I don't care. I don't care. So I said, go back to the church. I spoke to him and all. He went back. After going back, the pastor disconnected from him for 3 months. Why? Because marry this lady. And he said, no, I'm not going to marry this lady. I'm not going to date this lady. I'm going to date this lady. And the pastor said, if you do not date this lady, I'm not going to be your spiritual father. For 3 months. By the time he reported the case to me, I told him, I said, go and settle with the man. Go there and settle with the man. And I told him, after you are settled, mind what you say. Because some people who come on the road, they'll ask you, what's your name? Enoch. I hope you don't disappear one of these services. They say, Enoch, I understand what is happening, but what do you see about the issue? Some of them come to just ask for your opinion. Then they bring your opinion back to the leader. Then they use that your opinion to wet the ground. So if you are doing that for me, it's useless. I'm announcing it here. It's useless. I'll just be looking at you like, it's useless. I'm an oracle. I know your intention. Don't forget all those things. Say, that's when Enoch now say, that church, there are some things that happen. There are some things that... He will now go and say, he said the church, devils used to dance on the altar. Like those things he said that happened, I know he's saying devil. How do you know? Are you a discerner of the heart? Are you the word of God that discern the heart? I made a survey here. So you tell this person something, this person tell this. I think we did it in Lifespring, right? By the time the statement got to the roll in the back, it has changed. By the time it has changed, so they've transferred. So most times, if you put yourself in the person's shoes, you will be able to think what the person is thinking. This is how God judge over us. But you just hear you fight. You just hear you fight. I've seen pastors that have lost members. They have lost members. The pastor that the one member went to report to, the guy that went to report to stole the offering of the church. And began to behave anyhow. So the SN where they now told him that, see, we will not want to be having you here. But because of this guy, you had already rejected your son. Don't make all those mistakes. Can I shock you? Few days later, I spoke to that my son. The same scenario happened here again. The same scenario with the same son and another person. Now, it now depends on wisdom to handle the issue. So, wisdom was now needed. I had to handle the issue in the best way I could. If you learn to put yourself in people's shoes, you will understand that most of the things you are fighting, you are just fighting a fruitless battle. Put yourself in their shoes. Understand them. Why do they talk the way they talk? Why do they act the way they act? Why are they saying what they are saying? In fact, this person said this. Why did the person say it? What would have prompted it? What conversation did you have with the person before the person said it? By the time you investigate inside of you, your spirit will leak all the secret. Then you now know that even the person that came and said, I did not see anything, is the main culprit. Because there are some things you say, a question was asked. There are some things you say, a certain question was asked. Why trace what was said without tracing the question? You're just fighting fruitless fight. You have fought everybody in the street. Fought everybody that can help you. Fought. Yet it's not necessary. We are in number what? Number 2, put yourself in the person's shoes. Number 3, are you ready? Think of what you have to lose and what the person has to lose. Number 3, think of what you have to lose and what the person has to lose. Let me tell you one story. Do you know why some of us that are very stubborn, we never fight Aboki, and we don't have the record of fighting Aboki? Because Aboki has nothing to lose. When I say Aboki, Aboki means my friend. But you know those Hausa guys, some of them in the streets, they have nothing to lose. There's one time that something was raining, that when you want to fight them, they will off their clothes, carry dagger, cut themselves, then begin to pursue you. Now you will not be thinking, if you are smart as you look like this, you will not be thinking, if you can cut yourself like this, how about me? Then by the time you have escaped, you now say, if somebody can slice himself, and we have seen them, some of them bleed to death. When you are having dispute, always consider, what do I have to lose? And what does this person have to lose? That's how some of you have fought somebody that does not care about you. You do not exist. You are having beef because of the president. And they are doing his video. You see, hey, ta-na-na. And the guy is enjoying. He has nothing to lose. Kill yourself if you like. Do you know why I don't join all those protests? And I think I stopped a lot of you here from joining protests. I remember one time, there was one dispute. And they said, who protest? And you know, if you know him, that my friend, you hear English. You know, I taught him how to be throwing pidgin English. He will tell you that I destroyed his life. Because I taught him how to wear clothes with somebody. He wears clothes with only me. To own this. Me and that boy. So I taught him all that. I taught him how to use spoon with somebody. With only me. And he used to say, he said, you have destroyed my life. So one day, you know, they had one dispute in their department. He was, I think, 2 class junior or 1 class junior. I've forgotten. I think maybe 2 class junior or 1 class junior. I've forgotten. One day they had disputes and they were going for protest. Can I give you sense? And he was talking. If you hear his English, no, this is unacceptable. No, and they say, okay, what will happen now is let's go and protest. You know what he said? He said, yes, I think it's a good idea. Go, I'm solidly behind you. He said, go, it's unacceptable. Go, I'm solidly behind you. So the people gathered themselves and they were going to the Senate. And as they were going, one now came. You are solidly behind. He said, yes, I'm behind you. And he was following them like this. He stood afar. And now I said, why did you come forward? He said, no. By the time he got home and I asked him, why did you do that? He said, I use how many years right jump? He said, I use how many years right jump? He said, they now expect me to now go. The English is for here. We are deliberating here. Anything that passes here, let's not do it. How many years? And do you know how many years he used to write jam? The guy did all manner. He was telling me some of the things he did. And they were funny. He even told me he opened Barbing Salon. After going through all that, then they say, let's go and protest. Some of you, you are not quickly thinking about what you have to lose. Let's go and burn Senate building. Hey! You are going. Anger lies in the bosom of a fool. Of a fool. The person that is talking to you, have you thought about what he has to lose? Have you thought about what the school has to lose? Do you think school will lose? From every of your stupidity, school cash out. So the VC is going to tell the people that, okay, we are suspending everybody. Just add 20,000. SUG will fight in the 20,000 and they will make it 10,000. Calculate 10,000 times like 15,000 students. Then you now hear that the VC has bought a house in Canada. Why won't he buy? Calculate it. From your stupidity, they will share it to the lecturers. You should be the one that will think, what do I have to lose? And what do they have to lose? Then they build the thing back. The thing that we can, the building that you born. Oh, calculate 20,000 times 20,000. Calculate it. 400 million, right? Then they now take 3 million naira and do the same thing you did. Then they share the rest to the lecturers. What do they have to lose? Nothing. In place of dispute, look at, is somebody learning good? It is the coward that points to the grave of the brave. I should repeat myself. It is the coward that points to the grave of the brave. It is a coward that tells the story of a brave. The brave will die. You know what the guy said? That time we were just fighting with Oniro. He was at the back. He was at the back. He's just telling you what he could see. But you, because you are the brave, you now rush. Then the coward bring flower to your grave. I say, this guy. Would you rather be a coward and live and be the brave and die? Because the brave did not think of what he has to lose. In a dispute, think, what do I have to lose? And I saw the people were in Lagos fighting, dying for the poor. And the poor are in Akure blocking the road, collecting money from the poor. The poor in Akure, have you seen the rich people that did answers? Rich persons were there. And you see the poor that they are fighting for, they are busy breaking somebody's head. It was supposed to be a peaceful protest. The same poor would enter police station and beat police. When you beat police, don't you know don't you know that part 1 made a sweet like part 2? Then police row for you. Some of you here, you must not hear of any dispute. You have carried your cutlass, you are going. How many of you are learning something here? I'll still come to our personal life. What do I have to gain? What do I have to lose? Look at a lot of people. A lot of people died in the time of NSAS. The way I predicted it exactly, a lot of people died, and it pained me. Sometimes, when I say don't do this, I'm not making you a coward though. Okay, most of all this is we have done it. I'm not making you a coward. I know the end product. You see the SUG that you are fighting, you are saying, hey, SUG, you say, let's go and burn school. And you join and burn. They will call that your SUG, they will give him 10 million. While I was in school, they did it. You join them, they will give him 10 million like this. You see him in a meeting, they don't. SUG, they're right. Then you are coming, they say, now we are discarding, tomorrow we'll be here by 6. The way some of you are so faithful in it, it's like what the Bible says, those of you that are faithful in little things. 6 o'clock, you see some people, as if it's payment. They say repost, all of us are going to do this, repost. Some of you are fought people that don't have anything to lose. Imagine you as a member fighting me. Wait. Ask yourself, what do Prophet Sinbo have to lose? I've had some statements, side talk. I'll just have called it stupid talk. Don't go to the house, they will use you. Do you understand that if I announce that who is free tomorrow, I will get 80% of the boys here? Plus girls. I used to announce work on site here. Work in church, and I'll say boys only, and I'll still meet girls. Ask, what do you have to lose? What do I have to lose? You have fought people that they don't have anything to lose. Just like only you are boxing, you'll be tired. Boxing, shadow boxing. You'll be tired. That's how fighting politicians look like. We will not agree. We will not accept this election. We will not accept. Then We that we are sensible, we are looking at you like, now that you will not accept, what will you now do? The man that you will not accept will be coming to this area. He will offer the network. See, as the soldiers and the mopo that follow convoy, have they beaten you before? If not, you will know that police is your friend. There's a slap you will receive, you will now understand that thing. Police is your friend. Because everybody is trying to prove to the politician that they got his back. As if they do not shoot you. Always think, what do I have to lose? Somebody that has plans for your life, you have fought the person. And you have not thought, what do I have to lose? This is how you, oh my God. Oh my God. The fourth one that we are going to be talking about, you will learn a lot. Have you gotten the message of the third one? The fourth way I descend. Is this an attack? Genesis 16. We'll just read 1 to 10. Genesis 16, we'll read 1 to 10. The fourth way I descend is this an attack? Plenty people, the fight that they are fighting is an attack. They don't know. They have no idea. To them, it's just a fight. Huh? Genesis 16, 1 to 10. Let's read together. From the table. Genesis 16, 1 to 10. Okay, let me read for you. Now, Sarai, Abraham's wife, bare him no children. And she had an handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said unto Abraham, behold now, the Lord has restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. Huh? And Abraham hearkened to the voice of Sarai. Let's read 3 together from here. And Sarai, Abraham's wife, took Hagar. So she was the one that took Hagar. Took Hagar, her handmaid, the Egyptian, after Abraham had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, Abraham, to be his wife. Go to 4. And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was displeased in her eyes. And Sarah said unto Abraham, my wrong be upon thee. I want to show you another version. I want to show you one version. Okay, let's continue with this. And Sarah said unto Abraham, you are responsible for my suffering. I put my slave in your arms. And ever since she saw that she was pregnant, she has treated me with contempt. May the Lord judge between me and you. Go to the next one. And Abraham replied to Sarah, here, your slave is in your hand. Do whatever you want with her. Then Sarah mistreated. Huh? Who is wrong now? Who is wrong now? Who is wrong? Then Sarah mistreated her so much that she ran from her. Go to 7. Can you read? Okay, can we read together? I want to go. Go to 8. Go to 9. wait. Can you read? Can you read? Let's read 9 again. Want to go? Then the angel of the Lord said to her, you must go back to your mistress and submit to her what? To her what? Okay, go to 10. So let me read 9 from my version here. I think this is King James version. Let me read 9 here. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, return to thy mistress and submit thyself under her hand. Submit thyself under her hand. After submitting, 10, now the covenant is established. 10, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, that's after you have submitted, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly. Thy shall not be numbered for multitude. So, Hagar thought she was running for her own sanity because Sarai mistreated her. Right? Which is right. Which is normal. But Hagar did not know. She didn't know that what was inside her was under attack. Because for the covenant to be established, you must stay with this person. This person brought you into this covenant. This person brought you into this covenant. This person prescribed you. This person spoke about you. This person brought you out. This person gave you pulpit. This person took you out that people know you for you. That's why a lot of persons, they have suffered. They don't know. I was talking to one boy here, one of my son here. He said to me, I said, in the midst of all this plenty dispute, why didn't you leave? He said, my father did the same. Only a fool does not learn from the father. A fool learns by example. A wise man learns from others' example. He said, my father did the same. He said, there was a church that was going up. My father, because of dispute, left the place. Now the church has become a big tree. The church is standing. My father was to be a branch pastor. Now, where's my father? I met a certain man while in my former house, around Mommy Funke Adejumo's house. And he was telling me, say, we started Agape. And was telling me the story how they started Agape. And I looked at him. At that time, he was driving his wife's car. And the Agape that you started, this woman is driving a Range Rover Vela. He said, but something happened, I left. Sometimes, be good enough to yourself to discern. Am I under attack? Because you will not know. Because that's how the devil operates. He will hold on to that. He will hold on to that situation. You will think you are I'm right. That's why when that boy came to tell me, I told him, I said, depart in peace. Always learn to depart in peace. When the man of God will even tell you that I've forgiven you, remember he's not God. It's only God that forgives and forgets. Man, he does not amnesia. Man will forgive and still be monitoring you because you have given reason to doubt you. Sometimes when the dispute happens, settle quickly before the person yeah. Then what you are supposed to settle one day now take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But there's a way you settle quick. That's why the Bible says when you have a problem with somebody, it says settle quickly before it gets to the judge. If not, ungodly fellows will settle your matter. Are you under attack? Are you under attack? You are. Oh my God! I've seen people that will leave a certain church. You know, I don't have much of those here. I don't even have all those things here. But I'm just talking based on secularly. Some persons, some of you that think you are hot here, you think you are hot? You think you are hot? Just wait until it remains only you. Wait until it remains only you. So what the devil does is, he take you in the midst of friends that all of you, they have blessings to you. He make you see offense in all of them. The funniest thing is, all of them may be offending you. He will take you away from there. That's the beginning of your doom. In fact, you can leave them and you'll be doing well. That's the beginning of your doom. Do you know how you know that you have left a church and it favors you? if the new church you went to make you hotter than the former church you are living. If the new church you went to did not make you hotter than the former church you've left, you have just run back. I told you about a story of a man in Port Harcourt. They sent him to a branch and he thought he was anointed. He thought he was very, very anointed. So he cut from the headquarters. I respect that man because of his humility. He cut from the headquarters. By the time he cut from the headquarters, all the crowd that he carried, all of them left. They followed him. Later, they began to come back to the headquarters, one after the other. You know how it is now. If he didn't there, he didn't there. They began to come back to the headquarters, one after the other. After I said that, hey, do you know that the devil can orchestrate some people to sponsor your cutting? Some people bought land for this man. Oh, don't mind Papa. Don't mind him. Come, let's go and buy land. We'll start up a church. I know with your anointing. Hey, la cosa. You now know the difference between 6 and half a dozen. If it's this church something I'm talking about, I don't know about any business. You see church. If you are not sent, you can just wake up one morning, you have stroke. And the person that gave you the stroke will be leading praise. And the person will be singing, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes. And you have stroke, you'll be dancing. You'll be saying, God, help me kill him. God, help me kill him. And the person is dancing. If it's this church, it's in church, you will know. Some people, it's not saying they want to disobey you. They don't know what to do. They'll just be doing what they're doing. That's why, but see, in the first 2 months of making you choir leader, you'll be enjoying it. When you get to 3 months or any united, now reality will be coming to you. When you get to 6 months, you now look at your calendar. This thing is supposed to take a year. I can speak for the choir. You know, the choir, you have more group. After the choir, you talk about the drama. You will now sit down like this as the drama head. You will see some people that you will tell, our due is 200, and they will hold a biscuit of 2,500 and mineral, and they tell you that I don't have 200 naira. And they don't know that they are hurting you. When you are made a leader, there are some things you will begin to see. Is it an attack on you? You say God told you to leave a church. You left the church, you began to smoke Igbo. Is it an attack on you? Or attack on the church? Are you doing well more than the people you left? You don't know that it's what brought the grace that will sustain it. That's what plenty of people don't know. Is it an attack on you? You don't know. Sometimes when you sit down some places and they are discussing an helper descend, is it an attack on you? When you've gotten there is an attack, carry your slippers, dust it. I do not leave you. Be going. Understand that this sin is becoming an attack on my life. The prophet told the boy that I was using Babalawo power. The boy was very, very fervent, as a fervent here. The prophet told the boy that I was using Babalawo power, me. You are going to inquire of God from somebody that does not pray like me. What do you think you will see? Imagine when you now snap me with this black and black. Then the camera, you know how these camera people used to catch somebody. They're not catching like. Then you now show the prophet that picture. The prophet, vampire, lele. And this boy went, and that was how this boy left church. Didn't go to any church. Some disputes can happen between a member and a member. You must carry the capacity to have the discernment and know. Is this mostly when you begin to think, I'll leave the church for them. It is not you speaking, it's the devil. It's the devil. And most times, can I shock you? By the time you leave, most of your living, you can't recover again. You cannot recover again. I'm saying it on camera. You can't recover again. You just try to recover. You'll be struggling. But everybody will find it hard to to understand you. Everybody will find it hard to trust you. Instead of living, discern. Oh, this social person is always annoying to me. Discern. The devil can use anybody. Do you know what? Do you know what Jesus said to Peter? He said, Peter, you are the stone. You are the rock with which I will build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail. What's the next thing that follow? He said, for the Son of Man will die. And Peter said, take it out of your mouth. You will not die. And the next thing, the same person he said, get thee behind me. The same. So if the devil can borrow Peter, and Jesus will refer to Peter as, you devil, get thee behind me, Satan. Huh? Then you see your pastor. You see your pastor. This is how. If we are counting offense, most times I look, if I react, how will it affect this child? If you ever see me reacting here concerning any of my children, those ones are grounded. I know they can't go anywhere. Because there's some reaction, you will never see them again. That's why if you are now feeling too important, I stop calling your name. Because I'm supposed to call the name of Jesus. Not your name at the first place. I love you. That's why I call your name. So somebody, let's say you order for perfume. You sell perfume, right? You order for perfume from her. Then this one give you the one they used to embalm dead body. You know, there's a way somebody will smell. So lope for kuni. Then he give you the one that they used to, balila. In case you are using balila, balila. Miyake. Miyake. Miyake smell like attack. Then you now use all those ones. The whole idea, understand dispute. Understand that this is my sister. Understand. Next time, maybe you browse what you should order. Don't say, just get me any perfume. Next time, don't trust her judgment, because she will bring that body perfume again. So, 4 ways. Can you call them for me? One after the other. Number 1, be neutral. Number 2, is it? Put yourself in the person's shoe. Number 3, so that you know go they fight Aboki where they cut is. Think of what you have to lose and what you have to gain. Number 4, is it an attack? Is it an attack? If you have learned something this night, be on your feet.